to let you guys know my favorite products of 2017. 2015 I believe I did the monthly favorites, so now I'm just going to do an overall of the year. I'm going to tell you my favorite foundations. I did 2 low end and 2 high end concealers, eyebrow stuff, eyeshadows, primers, and all that jazz. So I'm going to tell you guys what my favorites were, what I use most, what I'm obsessed with. So I'm going to start with, let me see, I'm going to start with how I do my eyes. So I do my eyebrows first. So I do my eyebrows with, depending on how I'm feeling. Lately, I've been using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade in the color Ebony. That's what my eyebrows have on now. Or I literally honestly go to the dollar store and get a LA Girl dark brown black eyeliner pencil, and I just use that to draw my brows. That's about it. So those are my 2 favorites. I've been sticking to them. I like it. Kind of want to explore a little bit more with my eyebrows. I either want to get microblades or I want to try henna eyebrows. I don't know, we'll see. 2018 has a lot to bring. Okay, so those are my 2 eyebrow favorites, and everything that I talk about I'm gonna list down below so you guys can go get it yourself. I got my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow at Sephora. It's about like $32 or something of that sort. Like I said, in Ebony, I'll have that link down below. What else do I do next? Eyeshadows. So let's get to that. My favorites of 2017. First, the It's My Ray Ray collaboration with, damn it, and it fell out again. Don't worry about it. It's a good palette, besides this falling out. But like I told myself, it happens. Not every product is perfect, but the It's My Ray palette is bomb. I've used every single section of it. That is one of my favorites, and that is some of what I used for my face today. The next one is the Modern Renaissance palette. I also got this at Sephora, and it just has a lot of cute, and this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills product again. Dang, I really must like her. And it just has a lot of different shades. I'm still learning how to use this palette, but it has been one of my favorite because it has a lot of pigment. It looks brand new, but trust me, you guys, I've been using it. Just not as crazy as I've used the other ones I have. Another one, my first expensive palette I ever bought, and it was this year, the Lorac Pro palette in the number 4099. And I used a lot of this because I've hit pen there. And just a lot of the shimmer colors, because I've been learning to work with those. So that was another palette. I love this palette. I honestly took it when I first got it, just tried so many looks. If you look back on my other videos, whether it's a chit chat, get ready with me, or an eyeshadow makeup tutorial, I used this palette. So this was a favorite of mine. It was a good first expensive product as far as eyeshadows. Then the next one is the complexion palette, and this is by my friend Destiny, and she also has a YouTube channel. And this is a cream foundation palette, but you can also use as concealer and to contour. I took the Nile out because Nile is the color I use the most. So they come in this huge thing, and you can use this as foundation, especially for us darker skin girls. I'm not really familiar with cream foundations much, but I've used it, and Nile is my favorite because I use that to contour sometimes. But this palette has been good, as you guys can tell. I have dipped and gone through it all, and also I'll have her information linked down below. If you are looking for something awesome and want to support black businesses, and not just black but Sudanese businesses, get this palette. And she has some new products coming out. She has some lip glosses, lipsticks, plus powder foundation. So those are lit too, so make sure you guys check that out. And last but not least, my favorite palette of actually second favorite, because I think that It's My Rare one is my first. No, I don't know, I can't decide. They're both my first. Is the Morphe palette, and this is the Morphe palette Natural Glow 350. I haven't gotten up here yet, but 2018, I'm coming for this top part. But I started getting used to like the darker neutral colors that work for my eyes, especially like a first set. I don't know how to explain it, like the first layer of eyeshadow you put on. But I love this palette. For beginners, if you are a beginner makeup inspiration guru, whatever, I would say get the Morphe palette. Like don't start anywhere else but the Morphe palette, because it'll have those colors that will be easy to use, and that way your makeup can still look natural, you won't look crazy, and as you get better at it, then you can move up. So I worked on that. What else do I do after my eyeshadow? Forgot to talk about concealer. So the two concealers that are my favorite, and I'm going to talk about why one I stopped using. So I got the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer only because Kyra Stewart, aka Kyra Edwards, talked about it a lot, and I really want you to try it. It's a really creamy concealer, and I have it in the color Rich. And besides this, I used the one in the It's My Rare palette. So I used it to contour, conceal, all that. But this one's a really good one. I used to use the LA Pro Girl Concealer in Dark Cocoa, but something about that formula irritates my face. Like, my face does not get irritated like a lot, but when I use it on my eyes, it's like my eyes are irritated, like they hurt. It's just not a good feeling. But like, I don't know what it is about the formula that changed, but it just does not, it hurts. Like, your concealer should not hurt your face, and I'm using all the other products. Like, my foundation doesn't hurt my face, but this concealer does. I don't know. If anyone else has that problem, let me know. Like, tell me about it, because I don't like it. Those are the only two I use, but now I just use the Tarte Shape Tape to do my eyebrows, and sometimes when I'm feeling like putting on concealer to highlight these areas, I do. As far as my favorite primers, the 2017, the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter. This is a gem. I use that when I'm not using my Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. So these two have been my favorite. I've been reaching for this a lot more just because this makes your face really matte, and it's the winter time, so I'm avoiding having my face feeling more dry than usual. So I reached for this, but these are the two that I loved this year. Let's get into the foundations. I did two high-end and low-end foundations. So the two lower end concealers in drugstore was the Maybelline Fit Me foundation in 375 Java, and that's what I have on my face right now. I love it. It matches me. I don't feel like it doesn't give me a red tone or anything like that. So I use this a lot. I have two for backup. And the second one is the Ruby Kisses No More Blemish foundation, also in ebony. You can order this online, or if you have like a mid-K or a beauty supply store, I got it there for like $4.99. Very cheap, but it's a really, really, really good primer. Very rich and handles that face. So those are my two lower end, and my two high ends are, you guessed it, the Fenty Beauty and then the second one would be the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation in Espresso 8N1. That's the name of that. So as far as setting powder, your girl upgraded. I used the Sacha Buttercup for most of the year, and now I use the Laura Mercier in the shade Medium Deep. And this one is in, I can't see because all of that is gone, but you can tell the difference. Like, one is definitely a lot more my tone. That's what I have on my face. And then this I'm going to use to bake, I think, next year when baking becomes popular again. Who knows? But this has been a favorite of mine. It looks a lot more subtle, looks a lot more natural to my face, and I love that. I'm learning to love a more natural look because I've looked crazy trying to do some like bomb makeup looks, and so I've kind of been chilling on that. I love the It's My Riri collab with BH Cosmetics. These are so soft, you guys. Honestly, there's 9 of them. I'm just showing you the 3 because I have a whole thing here of her brushes and then other brushes by like Elf and other brands, but those are amazing. So that's it. And besides that, this huge body blender, Ashley Devana used this a lot in her videos and still does, and so I got it. I love this as well. Lately I've just been reaching more for brushes to just kind of give it a smooth set, but I don't know, I go back and forth. I'm never a one trick pony. I try different things, but that has also been a good one for me. I waited all year long to do this to let you guys know what my favorites are this year, and hopefully some of these last till the end of next year. But that's about it for this video. Without further ado, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Make sure you give this video a like and subscribe and leave a comment. I hope you guys are enjoying Vlogmas so far. I know I am. I love you guys. Until next time, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. If you guys want to tell me what your favorites are of 2017, please do hit me up. Follow me on Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, all that. I do respond to all of my messages, so I'm looking forward to hearing from you guys. See you later. Bye.